Hey guys, welcome back to another video with me. I'm Nainika, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you on my bookshelf tour. So it's been so long since I last did a sit down video, and yeah, this feels quite new because I'm doing this after a really long time. But then again, this isn't going to be a sit down video throughout because today I'm going to take you on a tour of my bookshelf. So this is the bookshelf that is in my living room. This bookshelf is actually very old. It belonged to my mom back when she was a kid like me. Yeah, so it's very old. I'm not sure if you can buy it anywhere. If you want, you can just like have it custom made. That's the plan. Yeah, my mom is sitting here and she's giving me weird looks. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna start and I'll take you through all the books here. But basically what I have in here are this shelf contains all of my mystery books. Then here you have my graphic novels, and then like beside me on the like bottom shelf there are non-fiction books mostly. Up here we have my collection of Gone with the Wind, which is my favorite novel, and then we have different poetry books, and here I have a few books which are written in my mother tongue. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting with my poetry collection, first we have Circus Folk and Village Freaks, 18 Twisted Tales by Aparnya Upadhyay Sanyal. The Octopus Curse, a collection of clingy poems by Salma Farouk. The Collins Book of Best Loved Verse, chosen by Charles Osborne. The Dark Between Stars by Atticus. By the Brahmaputra and Other Poems by Shrutimala Dwara. 20 Love Poems and a Song of Despair by Pablo Neruda. The World's Greatest Poems. Great poetry has the power to start a fire in a person's life. This is a collection that I got about a year ago. Walt Whitman, Live Oak with Moss by Brian Selznick. This is a beautiful copy with gilt edges. Dear Juliet from the Juliet Club, Letters from the Love-Struck and Lovelorn to Shakespeare's Juliet in Verona. Smokes and Whiskey by Tejaswini Divya Nayak. Blooming in the Snow, Poetry and Prose by Sajid Iqbal. This is a heavily annotated copy. Walk with Wings by Tina Edwards. What Your Soul Already Knows, A to Z, The Complete Guide to Intuitive Happiness and Powerful Resilience by Dr. Salma Farouk. Ease, A Poetic Journey Within by Mukhpreet Khurana. Unlocked Silences, also by Mukhpreet Khurana. The Midnight Scrolls by Fatema Pocketwala. Glorious Shadows by Krishna Savant. Silence Between the Spaces by Abir Sinha. Love Letters of Great Men and Women, inspired by Sex and the City. Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. 100 of the World's Greatest Love Poems, the Collectible Edition. Leaves of Grass, Simplicity in Poetry by Walt Whitman, the Complete Edition. The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. The Secret of the Veda by Sri Aurobindo. Ambrosia Sights, Poems by Abhijita Kulshrestha. And lastly, Saffron by Ashwarya Neer. Next, I'm going to show you my Gone with the Wind collection. This is the first copy of Gone with the Wind that I had. It's from Maple Press and it's from 2010. My mom gave this to me as a gift, and this cultivated in me my lifelong love for this classic. Then I got my hands on this newer edition, Maple Press, from 2017. Then I got this beautiful Fingerprint Classics edition last year in 2019. It's also very beautiful and it has golden gilt edges which really shine when the perfect ray falls on it. Then my latest acquisition is this 1974 copy. This was actually in a second-hand bookstore and I got it for myself. It's from Pan Macmillan, India. Now this is Scarlet, which is a sequel to Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind. It's by Alexandra Ripley. It's an authorized sequel and I really love it, but people have some polarizing reviews about this one, so this book is from 1992. Next, we'll move on to my Assamese Books collection. There are a few as well, more, but they are with my brother on his shelves because they are the children books, especially Buri Ai Hadhu and Koka Deuta Aru Nati Lora and all of those. So they are with my brother right now. So these are the books that I have with me. A copy of Miri Jiori Rajanikanta Bordoloi. I also have this copy of the classic Buri Ai Hadhu by Lakshminath Besporua. Moramor Deuta by Bhabendranath Hoikia. I also have an English edition of this. So this is the English translation. It goes as Dear Father by Bhabendranath Hoikia. Nahara Niribili Sa by Anuradha Harma Pujari. Smriti Nam Jui by Asyut Kumar Harma. Now this was actually a Women's Day gift by Barista Guwahati. Panir Majat Hema Malini by Ira Dakh. Sanglot Fenla by Parag Kumar Dakh. Ananya by Tridip Goswami. Jigolu by Rashmi Rekha Bhuya. Ohima Jar Heral Hima by Kansan Borua. Golpo Aru Golpo Hompadana Dilip Bora. Then we move on to my mystery collection. Cain and Abel by Jeffrey Archer. The Lost Symbol, Angel Sentiments, The Da Vinci Code, all of them by Dan Brown. Henning Mankell's The Shadow Girls. What Did Tashi Do by Anangsha Alamian. The Widow by Fiona Barton. Rubbernecker by Belinda Bauer. Final Girls by Riley Sager. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. The 14th Letter by Claire Evans. The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. Believe Me by J.P. Delaney. Elizabeth is Missing by Emma Heavey. Inferno by Dan Brown. The Naturalist by Andrew Mayne. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. The Hypnotist by Lars Kepler. The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. Perfume by Patrick Suskind. The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. Origin by Dan Brown. The Girl Who Lived Twice by David Lagerkrantz, continuing Stieg Larsson's Millennium series. I Will Miss You Tomorrow by Hein Bakaid. Maestra by L.S. Hilton. Approved copy of The Anarchist Club by Alex Reeve. A homage to P.G. Woodhouse by Sebastian Fox. Jeeves and the Wedding Bells. And with that, we have come to my last shelf, which contains mostly non-fiction and graphic novels. Embroidered Light, The Art of Sarah K. Benning by Sarah Barnes. Lost Transmissions, The Secret History of Science Fiction and Fantasy by Desirina Boscovich. Hunger by Roxane Gay. Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear by Elizabeth Gilbert. The Parrots of Desire, 3000 Years of Indian Erotica, edited by Amrita Narayanan. The Case That Shook the Empire by Raghu Palat and Pushpa Palat. The Beauty of All My Days, a Memoir by Ruskin Bond. We Are Displaced by Malala Yousafzai. Sex and Power, Defining History, Shaping Societies by Rita Banerjee. Unstoppable, 75 Stories of Trailblazing Indian Women by Gayatri Ponvanan. City of My Heart, Accounts of Love, Loss and Betrayal in 19th Century Delhi, selected and translated by Rana Safvi. Fast, Cheap and Viral by Ashish Chopra. Feminist Rani by Shelley Chopra and Meghna Pant. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. I also have the sequel, but right now my brother is reading Homo Deus. Brave Not Perfect by Reshma Saujani. The Women Who Ruled India by Archana Garodia Gupta. I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Alternative Realities, Love in the Lives of Muslim Women by Nighat M. Gandhi. On Writing by Stephen King. Assam, The Accord, The Discord by Sangeeta Borua Bisharoti. 16 Stormy Days by Tripurdaman Singh. The Man Within My Head by Pico Iyer. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. This is a Fingerprint Classics edition. Same But Different, Teen Life on the Autism Express by Holly Robinson Peete, Ryan Elizabeth Peete and R.J. Peete. Emotionary by Triparna Kalita. We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. A Little Book of Magical Plants by Ruskin Bond. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. So now it's time for my graphic novels as well as other illustrated books collection, which isn't much. I'm building it slowly. The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Chris Riddell. The Complete Mouse by Art Spiegelman. Vyasa, The Beginning, story by Shivaji Bandyopadhyay and art by Shankha Banerjee. Gita, The Battle of the Worlds by Sonal Sachdev Patel and Gemma Wayne Katan. Amulet Book 4, The Last Council by Kazuo Kibuishi. Amulet Book 5, Prince of the Elves by Kazuo Kibuishi. Amulet Book 6, Escape from Lucian by Kazuo Kibuishi. Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. The Complete Persepolis, The Story of a Childhood and the Story of a Return by Marjane Satrapi. And lastly, Embroideries by Marjane Satrapi. So that's it for the bookshelf tour. This is a bookshelf in my living room, and in the next video I'll give you a tour of the bookshelf in my bedroom, which is much bigger than this one, and I'm actually kind of afraid of how long it's going to take me. So in total there are 108 books here. I know it doesn't look like much actually. I was also shocked to know that there are 108 books here, but nevertheless I thought I'd give you a glimpse into this corner of my living room where I keep all the books that I'm done reading or books that I'm going to donate or give away and all of those. Coincidentally, there are also 108 books here, so that makes it 216 books in total in my living room. So hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed watching this video. I certainly did. It gave me an excuse to count the number of books I had lying here in my living room. But yeah, it was fun to see, and now I honestly have a lot of respect for all the people who do the bookshelf tour because it takes quite a lot of time. But anyway, don't forget to comment down below if you are intrigued by any of these books. If you have certain recommendations, suggestions, any of that you would want to share. And I'll see you in the next video where I'll be going through my bedroom bookshelf, which is going to take me a really long time, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think 216 is a really good number, and I would like to say that I'm very grateful and very privileged that I am able to get all of these books either by myself or from my parents or from publishers. All of that I am really grateful because this is a privilege, so I cannot just relegate that. But yeah, I hope you are having a wonderful time at home, and don't stay stuck at home. You're safe at home, so stay home, stay safe, and read more. Take care. Peace out.